Okay, got it all back in the shed again now, with the main gear on still, because I need to nut out, well, I need to make a step here of some sort to be able to get up onto the access to the top of the wing for fuel. And I also need to do brakes and all that sort of jazz there. But also, tyre wheel is a thing. So I've got it hanging by a rope at the moment because I need to get in underneath there and catch up to where I was for the attach points. So down under there and nut out what we're going to do. So we're down under the belly, down at the tail end, and this is where the tail wheel's going to go. So originally designed to have spring leaf forward attach point there, and then we've got two holes here at the back there, so the spring leaf will go through, and there's a cradle that'll go over and attach there, and that'll hold all that together. But now we're looking at a different option. So just, I don't know, we'll take some measurements there and may even stiffen that area up a little bit more. So here's the inspection hatch for access to the tail area. There's your elevator push rod tubes, that one and the one on the other side. This is your elevator trim that's not meant to be there, so I've just sort of stuffed it in there at the moment, so it won't be there. This is your rudder push rod. It sits on a track like this. So I had trouble coming up with an idler here, just the geometry wasn't working out quite nicely, so I came up with this track system instead, and yeah, that's working nicely. In here you can see where that little flute is here, that one. Behind that is an anchor nut, there it is there. That's your forward attach for the leaf spring. And then I'm trying to get my phone in here. There we go. All right, down the back there that's your the leaf spring passes through there, and that's where your cradle attaches, those two holes there. It's all been stiffened up and doubled up and all of that sort of stuff down there. But I'm thinking I might make a little bit more of a support up the front here. There has to have a flute, that little ripple there in that little rib is meant to be there because the skin isn't flat through there. It is actually quite, just a slight curve. So I might just sort of support that a little bit more. Probably doesn't need it. There's a fair bit of structure in there. But, geez, it needs a clean out, doesn't it? Look at that, yuck. All right, that's on my list of things to do as well. Okay, so here we are just chilling out on the cement floor in the back of the shed in the afternoon, working on the tail wheel or attach point. So I've decided to put a doubler on the outside, oh, there you go, and open the hole out to AN5, and these ones will be AN4. So originally this was going to be a leaf spring, but we've got something else happening now. So I just wanted to add a bit of extra strength in the area. There's a little bit too much going on inside to put anything decent in there. So a strap across the, you can see there, a strap across the whole thing will just spread the area, the loads nicely. Also at the back there, I've taken those bottom rivets out and we're making a little doubler like that, just to spread the load out evenly and nicely and just support that attach point a bit better. So yeah, so tomorrow I'll just drill out those holes and then we're good to go again. Yeah, that's about it really. It's amazing how comfy cement can be when you're just lying down in the arvo. Isn't that right, dogs? So once again, lying down on the job, got the doubler in, riveted up, and I haven't done this one yet because I just have no room to put the rivet gun in there. So I have to put the stand back in, move it forward a bit just to get access in there, and that'll be all done. So well, this plate's all sorted, all riveted up. I had to use some cherries in here. I just didn't want to muck around and with with different funky dollies or anything like that. So cherries work, and then there are solids where I could get them. Makes it roll it as a sock, I reckon. Yeah. Now we just got to wait for the next bit. Don't actually get a birthday this year. I'm one of those February 29th kids, which makes me 10. But I got a present today. Look, very exciting. Let's go and have a look. Don't normally get to do these things. Isn't that something? T3. Dan, you are amazing. Tim Howes at Bushfires Down Under convinced me that I shouldn't muck about with making a leaf spring from a tail wheel, and I should go straight to Airframes Alaska and talk to Dan about a T3. Tim, you're right, this is awesome. Talking with Dan, all he needed was the dimensions of the mounting points on the fuselage and a few other little things, and he's come up with this. I love well-made stuff. I think just the effort that goes into making it, making a well-made product is just so worth it. Dan, you're a dead set legend. I can't wait to try this out. This is so cool. Cheers, mate. There's not enough room in the shed to fit the T3, but I can't help myself. I've got to try it out anyway. So here we are. We'll wheel her outside, we'll fit it all up just to have a look. Cool. Well, it fits. That's awesome. I gave Dan the correct dimensions for where the bolts go, and he's drilled them in the right spot too, so that's awesome. I've got to countersunk that rivet up the front there. She's just riding a bit on that one, so I can do that later on. Like I said, it doesn't fit in the shed like this, so it'll have to come off again. But isn't that cool? Alright, I've got to put the rudder on just to see. Couldn't help myself. It's outside again in the sunshine. Rudder's on just to have a look at that. Isn't that something? Hey? So happy. That's just turned out so good. It's going to be a shame to pull it off to stick it back in the shed again. One day I'll have a shed big enough to put it all together. But that's awesome. Years ago, was it 7 or 8 years ago now, when I started this project, I had no money and no plan. Not, not much has changed. I've probably got a bit more of a plan now. But over the years, I've been really surprised at the level of attention and support that I've had with building Frankenstein. I didn't expect any of that at all. So yeah, there's a lot of people that have helped me over the time. Some of them know it and some of them don't. Just bouncing ideas off each other and giving me ideas on what to do on certain problems that I've come across, and other people have found bits that I've been chasing, and others have swapped parts for my labour or some sort of deal that we come up with, and others have just been there to support, which is truly amazing, really is. Even the YouTube channel thing, I wasn't expecting much out of that, but that's been pretty amazing to see. So thank you very much for all of your support with the Frankenstein and its build. I love making stuff and building Frankenstein. It's been great fun. I really enjoy talking with anybody and everybody about Frankenstein, all of the questions, and I try and answer, and yeah, it's been great fun, just the whole thing. So yeah, thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to finishing soon and starting to fly it. That'll be the next step, and especially soon after that, be able to take people flying with it, and just to really show my appreciation by taking them for a flight in Frankenstein. That would be pretty awesome.